लाइव देखो अर्जुन
इनमें हाथ है हमार बा तो पता है हाथ हम मेरा
ओके नोश
फर्स्ट डे
वन मेंबर जॉइंड
ओके
So, hi, welcome all to my CBSE world. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the Economics chapter 4, CBSE 10th Economics chapter 4, the globalization and Indian economy. What is that, Rana? Globalization So, yeah, globalization and Indian economy. Is it audible? Is it audible, Nana? Disturbance. Yeah. Okay, dear students, sorry for this small interruption because due to daytime some disturbances is going on. Anyway, so class 10 CBSE Economics chapter 4, the globalization and Indian economy by Dr. Charu Mujundar, Ph.D. Okay, so if you move to next slide. So, what are the learning objective of this chapter? So, by studying this chapter, what you are going to learn? What you are going to learn from this chapter? It's very, very important. And first and foremost thing, understand the concept of globalization and its role in integrating world economics. Understand the concept of globalization and its role in the integrating world economy. I will tell you what is the world economy and all. Second, explain the role of multinational corporations, MNCs, foreign trade, okay, foreign trade and foreign direct investment, FDI, in the global economy. Second is explain the role of multinational corporation, MNCs, and foreign trade and foreign direct investment in the global economy, means world economy. Second objective, describe the 1981 economic reforms, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization and their impact on India's economy. So what is LPG era? It's called LPG era or New Economic Policy of 1991. Okay, it's called new economic policy of 1991. It is also called as LPG era. LPG stands for liberalization. You have to say on a shorthand technique. You have to say LPG stands for liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Okay. Next, fourth one. Identify the factor that enabled globalization. What are the factors which enabled globalization? I will tell you everything in this chapter. But what is the learning objective? After studying this chapter, what you are going to know? Okay, this is very, very important. Right. What are the identify the factors that enabled globalization, including advances in technology, transportation, communication, and trade liberalization. Okay, advances in technology and transportation and communication, information communication technology and trade liberalization also played a very important role in the making the India into a global economy. And analyze the positive and negative impacts of globalization on India. So we are going to analyze what is the impact of globalization on Indian economy. So where we are going to look at positive. So how India is benefited, what are the positive effect and what are the negative effect or what are the challenges which are there in the thing. Next. So you need to understand the concept first, second, third, fourth and fifth. These are the learning objectives through which we can study this chapter. So what is globalization? What is that, Nana? What is globalization? What is globalization? So if you look at the globalization, everyone must understand before starting of this globalization, I request all the students should have to have some understanding about the keywords. So I will tell you some few keywords. You just remember those things because keywords are the language for subject. Keywords are the language for any chapter or any subject. First one is globalization. Globalization is the process of integrating the economy of the different countries through the free flow of goods and services and capital, technology and information. So globalization is the process of integrating the world economy through trade, through investment, okay, through technology, through economic rules, everything. So globalization is the process of integration of the world economy where the world countries are interconnected together. Okay, this is the definition of globalization. Remember, globalization is the process of integrating. We are combining all the countries together. So there is a trade through what? Through trade, through business, through services, through investment. Now we are getting foreign direct investment. So FDI. So we are having FII. I will tell you everything. So just remember globalization. Then MNC. So one of the important keywords in this chapter is MNC, multinational corporation. MNC stands for multinational corporations. Then a company that operates in more than one country. What is MNC, Nana? Multinational MNC stands for multinational corporation. A company that operates in more than one country. Suppose you take Hyundai. Okay. And we have Hyundai company. We have Suzuki. Okay. We have various companies which are multinational companies. Now Amazon. And we have different Walmart. So all these companies are operating more than one countries. So they are working in India, they are working in Britain, they are working in Spain, they are working in America, they are working in other world countries. So they are called multinational company. They are operating, they are producing goods in different countries. Those are called multinational companies. Coming to third one, foreign trade. Foreign means foreign countries, abroad countries. So foreign trade, buying and selling of goods and services between the country. So what is foreign trade, Nana? Buying and selling of goods and services. We are buying. So okay, suppose. So we are buying crude oil from the Saudi Arabia. We are buying natural gas from the Saudi Arabia. Okay. So all this, just go, sound is coming. So we are buying and selling goods and services and between the countries, that is called foreign trade. So export. Next, selling goods and services to other countries. What is export? India is exporting pharmaceuticals. India is exporting all machinery. We are exporting pharmaceuticals, generic drugs. Okay, we are exporting textile. Okay, we are exporting food to the foreign countries. So that is called export. At the same time, import. Import means buying goods and services from the abroad. Okay, what is import? We are importing buying goods and services from the abroad. And then we have FDI, foreign direct investment. So what is foreign direct investment? Write down, please write down. Foreign direct investment. If I am going faster, please tell me in the comment box if I am going fast. Okay. Foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment, investment made by the foreign company to another country. Investment made by foreign company to another country. Then write down liberalization. What is that? What is FDI? Foreign direct investment made by foreign country in another country. Suppose USA made investment in India. That is called FDI, foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment. Next, liberalization. Write down liberalization. Any doubt? You can call me. You just put me a message, Nana. If you are facing any doubt or any, I'm going fast or something like that, you can tell me that. Okay. So liberalization, removal of government restriction on trade. Removal of government restriction on trade and investment. Removal of restriction on trade. Removal of government restriction on trade and investment. That is called trade barriers. That is called liberalization. Okay, sorry. Then we have trade barriers. Government restriction. Okay. Trade barriers, quota, WTO, World Trade Organization. Then we have global trade rules and trade disputes and consumer choices, production across the countries, employment and technology transfer and capital. So these are the few keywords which are there in your chapter. So you should know it. What is foreign trade? What is FDI? Okay, what is ICT, information communication technology, and what is liberalization, and what is privatization, and what is globalization, what is quota. Okay, all these things you should know because these are the keywords which are there in your textbook. So by understanding these keywords, you can easily understand this chapter. By understanding these keywords, you can easily understand this chapter. So that is the reason why we can say keywords are the language of the chapter. Keywords are the language of the chapter. Now we'll see that. What is globalization? Globalization is the process of integrating the economies of the different countries through the free flow of goods and services. And capital means money or machinery. We can say capital is one of the factors of production. In your 8th class and 9th class you learned what are the factors of production: capital, land, labor, transport. Okay, capital is two types, money and as well as machinery. Also comes the fixed capital and running capital. Okay, capital and technology, we are using machinery and information. Okay, next key points about this globalization, because key points. What are the key points, Nana? Integration of the world economies, very very important. Yeah, first integration of the world economies, because I told you we are having 7 continents. So this is North America, this is South America, and this is Europe, then Asia, then we have Africa, then we have here India. Okay, India, then we have Australia. So the integration of world economy. So North America, like USA, integrated with the Europe integrated with the Asia integrated with the Africa integrated with the South America integrated with the North America. There is a free flow of goods, integration, connecting together through technology, through finance, through business. So there is a history, one more chapter is there. In history, the first chapter is the rise of nationalism in Europe, and the second chapter is nationalism in India, and the third chapter is the making of a global world. What is that? Making of a global world. Okay, and fourth chapter is age of industrialization. Fifth chapter is print culture and the modern world. The third chapter, making up a global world. There is a connection between the history and this chapter. So making up a global world was there before many years, 2000, 3000 years ago. So we are having one of the great civilizations called Indus Valley civilization. In those days, Indus Valley civilization has made a trade connection, business, trade connection through the Silk Route to the Middle East countries and to the European countries and to some extent the African countries. Okay, I think one of the famous traveler, Vasco da Gama, he came to India and who went to China, who brought the printing technology to the Italy, and where the John Gutenberg discovered the printing mission. That is a different story. But what I am saying is that, so integration of world economy took place before only, but sporadically, on and off, not in a rampant way, not in a fast way. But due to technology, information communication technology, we have internet, okay, internet technology, and we have other communication technology, computers, okay, satellites, and inventing machinery, big ships. All these things contributed to the integration of the world economy. Second, free flow of goods between the countries. So there is a goods are flowing from one country to another country. I told you, goods are flowing from North America to Europe, Europe to India, India to Asia, India to China, China to India. Like that, there is a free flow of goods and between the countries. And free flow of services across the border. What are the services, Nana? Suppose we are having, or transport is a service. Transport is a service. Education is a service sector. Schools, colleges, universities, and there we have software companies and hardware companies. Suppose if you take for instance, we have Wipro, we have Infosys, and we have Tech Mahindra. All these are software companies which are located in India. Okay, they are giving services to the other countries. So India is one of the largest contributors, in terms of services. So we are producing services to the world countries at a cheaper cost. That is the reason why our people are working in Hyderabad, Pune, Bombay, and Gurgaon, okay, and Bangalore, Silicon Valley of India. Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of India. Okay, so there is a free flow of services. We are rendering services to the world countries, and in return we are getting money. So there is a free flow of services across the border, across the world countries. Then fourth one, the movement of capital. I told you, capital means two types, fixed capital and the running capital. So fixed, we have machinery, and capital in this sense here money. So money is flowing from one country to another country. And you might have heard the name called stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, okay, NASDAQ. Okay, so these are the Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, and NASDAQ from the America, John Jones maybe from other countries. So capital is nothing but investment, money from one country to another country. So capital is moving from one country to another country. Next, to transfer of technology, very, very important. So I told you, for the first time, industrialization took place in Britain. And in which year? 1750. 1750, industries took place in Britain, and innovation worldwide. So there is an innovation in the worldwide. So earlier days, for the first time in the Neolithic revolution, 8,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, human being discovered the wheel. From that onwards, the human being always innovatively they're discovering new things. And today we have aeroplanes, today we have big trains, today we are having bullet trains, etc., etc. So many things are happening because of there is an innovation in technology, new invention due to science and technology, right? Next, and innovation. Then promotes the international trade and economic cooperation. Due to technology, due to information communication technology, today we are having big ships, trains, airport, seaports, then railways. So because of this, goods are transferring from one area to another area very easier way. Within less time, we are transforming goods. So promoting international trade due to invention of this aeroplane and all. So there are cargo planes. We are moving cargo from one area to another area. Today, if you order some orders in Flipkart or Amazon, so within 2 days you are getting goods. Imagine how they are coming through the plane or sometimes through the railway network. So how the plane is the invention of the human being. The John Wright brothers discovered the plane in 1912, which led to this slowly the aeroplanes are modifying, and today we were having big planes. We are having big planes, and we are having big ships. You see the Titanic ship. Based on then we will having Concorde ships. Very big ships are carrying goods from one area to another area through the sea routes. Next, encourages the growth of multinational corporation MNCs. So where the MNCs are the big company, Hyundai company, then we have Samsung, Apple, okay, and we have the Suzuki company. So all these big companies are called even Tata also one of the multinational company. Tata, our Indian companies, Tata, Mahindra, all these are international companies. They are manufacturing goods across the world. Even our TVS scooters also selling in the Africa also. So there is an integration of multinational corporations across the globe. There is a free flow of investment, free flow of capital. So there is a technology transfer. All this led to the globalization. So these are the few key points you need to understand. Nana. Yes. Now next we are moving to next slide. So we are going to see from closed economy to open economy. So what is closed economy? What is closed economy? You should understand what is closed economy and what is open economy. What is open economy? So India got independence in 1947. August 15th, 1947, India got independence. From 1947 to 1970, Indian government followed kind of economic system. That economic system is called closed economy system. I will tell you what is closed economy by explaining in the board right now. Just wait. And I will tell you, we will go one by one. First one by one. So closed economy. I will explain the closed economy. Just wait for 2 minutes. Then we will be having stealth economic reforms. I will tell you what is stealth economic reform. Late 1970s and 1980s. You don't get the note down. You just note down, Nana. So, yeah, we just note down. Are you okay, Nana? Just put me in the comment box. Any problem? Badrinath, Bodige. Who are the members? Please raise your hands. Tell me your names. Tell me your names. Okay, right. Right. So we'll be having stealth economic reforms late 1970 and 1980s. Then 1991 economic crisis, that is called BOP crisis. What is BOP crisis? Balance of payment crisis. Balance of payment crisis. Write down, Nana. Balance of payment crisis. Balance of payment crisis. BOP means balance of payment crisis. I will tell you what is balance of payment. Next, then new economic policy in 1991. It is also called as LPG era. What is that? LPG era. LPG era. L stands for liberalization. What is that, Nana? Liberalization. P stands for privatization. Write down. Privatization. Privatization. G stands for globalization. Liberalization means we are relaxing the laws. Suppose when we got independence in 1947, if you want to establish one company, you need to take many permission. Okay, electricity permission, pollution control board permission, and you have to take land land related documents you need to submit it. So it's a time consuming process. But after 1991, Government of India has given relaxation of rules. So earlier you need to take 12 permissions. Earlier you need to take 12 permission like electricity, like pollution board, then land, then GST, etc., etc. But after 1991, you no need to take all 12 permissions. Just one or two permissions are enough. One or two permissions are enough. That is called single window system. What is that, Nana? This process is called single window system. What is that? Single window system. So at one office only, at one window, at one office, you are getting all the permission. You are getting all the permission. That is called single window system. What is that, Nana? Single window system. Like, are you okay? Liberalization means relaxation of the rules. The government is giving some relaxation. No need to take 12 permission or 20 permission, and which is time consuming. In those, just imagine moving from one office to another office. It's a very daunting task. It's a time consuming. And the people who are interested to start a business in India are getting fed up and going to other countries to start a business. So that is a loss for India. But in 1991, government has given some relaxation. And instead of 12 permission or 20 permission, you need to take one or two permission at only one office. So there is a separate office where you will get all the clearances, all the permission to establish an industry or to start a new business. That is called single window system. What is that, Nana? Single window system. Next. So the new economic policy 1981. Then we have LPG reform. The same thing. LPG stands for liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Then we have led to open economy after 1991. Okay. Then globalization and economic growth. So already I have discussed what is globalization and what is economic growth. What is the output? Economic growth means output, national output. How much we are producing, how much services and goods we are producing. It's called overall. Okay. Yeah. Next, we are moving to now. Yeah. Before that, let me explain what is closed economy system. Yeah. So what is closed economic system? Closed economy system. Suppose you will be having, one house. You will be having one big, one big plot area. So you will be having a house here. So okay, this is your gate. This is your gate, and so you will be having some crops here. Rice field. Let us say you are living in a 2 or 3 acres. Okay. Let us say this is a house. And all the goods which you need, like vegetables, rice, you are growing in your field. Let us say your house is here and you will be having 2 or 3 acres of land. Whatever you are growing, you are consuming. You are not depending on the other countries. You are not going to outside and depending on the other people. So except the essential thing you are buying, right? What is that? Like petrol you are buying, because petrol you cannot produce, right? And electricity you are buying from the government or private people. So only few things you are buying from other people, your neighborhood or from the private shop. Similarly, India is such a country where India producing its own goods and services within the country, except for certain goods we are importing. What are the goods we are importing? Like crude oil. What is that, Nana? Crude oil we are importing from Saudi or any other countries, some Middle East countries or Russia or to some extent to USA. Then we are also importing. Import means also buying their services or buying machinery from the other countries. Okay, that is called import. So we are importing crude oil. We are importing machinery. Machinery? Machinery means big machines, engineering machines. Because India is not in a position to manufacture our own goods. So we are lagging that. We don't have that much of technology in those days. Imagine 1947, 50s, 60s, 70s. Okay. It is the Jawaharlal Nehru has taken all the initiative to start this, BHL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, and we have ECL company, Electronic Corporation of India Limited, and we have HAL, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited. So many big, industries or public sector undertakings established by the, Jawaharlal Indian government or then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. So we are following the closed economy system. We are not exporting, we are just importing. And that is called, let us say we are depending on the self-reliance. We have to produce our own goods. We are not allowing any foreign country to establish company here and produce the goods and sell in the market, in the Indian market. So we were not allowing. We are not allowing. So what happened, Anna? So because of this, there is a crisis. What is that crisis? I told you, BOP crisis, balance of payment of crisis. What is the BOP, balance of payment? Means suppose you are buying crude oil from the foreign countries, you need to pay some amount money to them, but this money we need to keep in the one bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, or the World Bank. That time we will be having only barely 2 weeks sufficient amount. So whatever the amount we have, we can barely bear for only 2 weeks. After that we will be in the loss. We don't have money. So that is called BOP crisis, balance of payment crisis. And so this is our economic BOP crisis. So as a result, so we have opened our door, because open our door means earlier we have closed economy. Now you can, any foreign countries can come to India and establish their companies and start the business and get the profit. At the same time, these companies are providing employment to our people and paying some taxes to the government of India. In this way, government also getting some income. So this is all about the BOP crisis and closed economy. Today, India is the open economy, where we are allowing all the foreign MNCs, multinational corporation like Hyundai, Suzuki, Toyota, BOD, and even Elon Musk recent, Tesla cars also coming to Indian market. So India is an open economy where any foreign companies come to India, establish a business and etc. One of the such companies, Hyundai company, came to in India in 1996. Hyundai is a South Korean company which has established a plant in Sri Perumbudur in Tamil Nadu for the first time. After that, Suzuki came in India. So there is a Maruti Suzuki, and other companies also came, and they put their feet in India. So like this. Next. So evolution of the India's economic system, already we have discussed here. Yeah, what are the economic problems which India is facing in those days? What are the economic problems? So India's economic situation before 1991. How was India's economic problem before 1991? Balance of payment crisis, already we have discussed. So there is a low foreign exchange. We are having barely 2 weeks amount of saving. Suppose we are buying crude oil from Saudi, let us say Saudi, right? And which costs around let us say 200 crore per month. So you are buying crude oil from Saudi Arabia, and which we need to pay for every month. We need to pay 200 crores. But we are having only 100 crore in our hand, and this money we need to keep with the IMF, International Monetary Fund, or World Bank, and we can exchange in the dollar. So we are having Indian rupee, so we need to exchange in the dollar, right? But how much money we have per month? Our import cost was around 200 crores. But barely we are having only 100 crores, which is only sufficient for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, which is only sufficient for 2 weeks. So just that's called BOP crisis, balance of payment crisis. Then we approached the IMF. For what? For to take the loan. From the IMF. Loan means interest loan. We are taking some loans. Okay. And as a result, what happened, Anna? So we are just slowly we are taking loan from the IMF and which became a very bigger amount. So we could not able to pay the interest also. So that was the economic crisis. And moreover, in addition to that, there is a high physical deficit there. What is physical deficit, Tana? What is physical deficit? India is getting, the income is lesser. Income is less, but expenditure is more. What is that? Expenditure is more. Suppose you are getting salary around let us say 20,000 per month. Your income is, you are earning, your income is 20,000 per month, but you are spending around 30,000 per month. What is the physical deficit here? 10,000 your physical deficit. Similarly, India per month income is getting through the taxes, direct tax or indirect taxes. India is getting, let us say 100 crore. India is getting per month 100 crore. Or let us say 1000 crore. Let us say 1000 crore. But how much India is spending? Giving salaries to the defense people, giving salary to the officers like IAS, IPS, military expenditure, construction, dam construction, many things. So India is getting only 100 crore, 1000 crore, but India is spending 2000 crore per month. So what is the physical deficit? 1000 crore is the physical deficit. So that is called expenditure is more rather than the income. So income is less, expenditure more. This is called physical deficit. Physical deficit. Now rising external debt. Day by day I told you. So here what is the amount we are getting? Physical deficit is 1000 crore. So to meet our demands, this 1000 crore we are taking from IMF, World Bank as a loan. So this 1000 rupees, already we are getting 1000 crore from the taxes. But what is the expenditure we are paying to the day-to-day expenditure for salary or for day-to-day administration or something like that? 2000 crore. But what is the deficit we are having? 1000 crore is the deficit. So this 1000 crore we are getting from taking loan from the IMF or World Bank, that is called external debt. We are getting debt from external debt. This is called external debt. Okay now? Give some water. Right. I hope, are you understanding, Nana? Are you understanding? Please give me your feedback. Are you understanding or not? Are you understanding? Okay, anyway, next we are moving on to external debt. What is the external debt? Day by day, we are getting loans, means loans from the IMF and World Bank, and our external debt is growing. Suppose this month we have taken loan 1000 crore, next month 1000 crore, next month 1000. For 1 year we are getting 12,000 crore loan. And for that you need to pay some interest. That is called rising external debt. So debt is a burden to all of us. Yes or no? Then high inflation. What is inflation? High inflation, Nana? What is high inflation? The rising of prices of the food commodities. The rising prices of the food commodities. What are the food commodities, Nana? Rice, wheat, vegetable, oil. All the prices of the essential commodity prices are increasing. That is called high inflation, which was happening in 1991. I am telling you, all these crises happened before 1991. And these are the factors which led to the globalization, where we are integrating with the world economy. And the foreign investment, foreign capital is coming, foreign trade is coming, foreign missionary is coming. So these are the factors before globalization, before LPG era, liberalization, privatization and globalization. Next, slow economic growth. So economy is not growing very fast. So there is, suppose this year you got, let us say this year you got 100 rupees. Next year you are getting just 1 or 2 rupees. Only 2% is growth. Because there should be minimum. If you are getting this year 100 rupees income growth, next year you should get at least 200 rupees. But economy is growing just only 1 or 2 or 1 or 4 rupees, just to 2 or 3% growth, which is not high. So there is a slow economic growth, no production in the goods and services. We are not producing more food, we are not producing more food and services, and Indian economy is not getting more money. So that is called, GDP, gross domestic product, the total value of final goods and services produced within a country in a one financial year. That is called GDP. So everything. Then there is a license RAS, very very important, Nana. License RAS. Suppose you are going to appear in your higher examination also, UPSC, IAS, TSPSC, any kind of examination. All these points are very very important. So license RAS, I told you, you need to take permission from the government to start a industry, to start a business. Many rules you need to be followed. You need to take permission. That is called license RAS. So we have driving license. So what is license? Who has given driving license? Driving license is given by whom? It is a department. There is a concerned transport department is giving driving license. So we need to take license, trade license, driving license, etc., etc. Then high trade barriers. So there is a trade barrier. Suppose you are suppose license, high trade barriers. Suppose this is India. This is India. Let us say this is India. You are buying some, you want some bullet bikes. In those days there was no bullet bikes, but you want to buy from the America. So you have given order to America, USA. From USA you are getting one bullet bike. Bullet bike you are getting from the USA. But to get this bullet bike, you need to pay some taxes. The company, you need to pay some taxes. So those are called trade barriers. Trade barriers. Taxes on import. Taxes on import. So you are importing one good from the USA, but you need to pay some taxes. So this is called trade barriers, taxes on the import of the goods. Next, low foreign investment. Foreign companies, like today we have Hyundai, all these companies are investing in India, like Amazon, Walmart. So L&T company, Larsen and Turbo company, big companies are investing money in India. But before 1991, there was no huge investment. They are not investing in Indian economy. Always company will invest in the, by anticipating the profit. By anticipating the profit only they can invest the money, yes or no? So similarly, there is low foreign investment, inefficient public sector enterprises. So I told you we are having BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited. We have BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. We have HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. We have, then we have, what is the Oil India Gas Natural, Oil India Company. Then we have other companies. Then we have ECIL. Then, so these are then we have ONGC, Oil Natural Gas Corporation. So all these are Indian companies which are not making profit in those days. We have BDCL, Bharat Drugs and Pharmaceutical Company, BDCL, which is there in Hyderabad only, near Baranagar, which is loss making company. Due to loss making, so Indian public sector, PSU, they are called PSU. What is that? PSU, public sector undertakings are not running in a profitable manner. They are not getting so much profit. So there is no efficiency in the public sector undertakings. So as a result, these industries are making losses. So when the industries are making losses, it will be burden on the Indian government. So all these factors, what is the balance of payment crisis? Remember, balance of payment crisis, very, very important. So balance of payment crisis, low foreign, you have to say shorthand technique. Balance of payment crisis, low foreign exchange reserves, high fiscal deficit, rising external debt, high inflation, prices of the commodities are increasing, slow economic growth, license raj, high trade barriers, low foreign investment, inefficient public sector enterprises, all these factors which cumulatively contributed to the new economic policy or liberalization, privatization, globalization. So India need to enter. India need to give up the license raj. They need to give up the license raj. They need to welcome the foreign companies. They need to welcome foreign investment. They can invest in India. So with this way we can develop our own country. So this was done by the our late Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao and our one more Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Then he was the finance minister in those days. 1991, the Prime Minister was P.V. Narasimha Rao. He's from Telugu state actually. And the then finance minister, his name is Dr. Manmohan Singh. He was the finance minister. So they both, he was the economist. Manmohan Singh was the economist. They sat together. Okay, they strategized what need to be done to to escape this BOP crisis, balance of payment crisis, and all these things. So we need a reforms, and that reform is called New Economic Policy or LPG reforms. New Economic Reforms are okay. Then next. So India's economic situation before 1991. Already told you. Need for now. What is that happen after? Now there should be a need for so yeah. Now what happened? Need for economic reforms. After so many, I told you. Need for economic reform. So then that reform is called LPG. What is LPG, Nana? LPG stands for L stands for liberalization, relaxation of the rule, relaxing the rules and regulations. So anyone can come and establish a company in India. And privatization, all private people coming to India, and whatever the loss making Indian public sector companies, I told you BHEL, BDCL, BDPL, Bharat Drugs and Pharmaceutical Company, all loss making industries converting into a private sector. So where we are inviting private people to invest in Indian loss making companies. As a result, those companies. So as a result, so there is a privatization, then lead to globalization. So integrating Indian economy with the world economy. That's called LPG reforms in 1991. So L stands for liberalization, P stands for privatization, G stands for globalization. Next. So there is, as a result, what happened in India? There is an economic growth. Today, India is one of the fourth largest economy in the world. So you have seen so much of development. So you can see, you are seeing now so many companies in India. So within one day you are getting products through online, through Amazon or Flipkart. All this happened. The seed was the seedling, the means it took place in 1991. Okay, that is called economic growth is there, foreign investment is coming, and employment, we are generating more employment in service sector. So one of the contributor to India's GDP is service sector, I told you. So employment, and there is a export. India is exporting large number of goods, pharmaceutical goods. Okay, and global, in global integration, India is interconnected with the global economy. India is interconnected with the global economy. So India having relationship with the European countries, India having relationship with America, USA, and African countries, then Australia, then Asian countries, China, then Russia. All this way, India is interconnected. Next. So what are the key factors that enabled globalization? Very, very important, Nana. What are the key factors that enabled globalization? What are the key factors that enabled globalization? What are the key factors that enabled globalization? So improvement in technology, one of the key factors, improvement in technology. So there is a lot of improvement in technology. So we have trains today, we have aeroplanes, we have big cargo ships. How it's possible? Because of technology only, because of invention. Today you are getting so many, scans, CT scan, computer topography, easy electron encephalograph. So we are having all the tractors, lorries, buses, trains, the ships, big ships, Titanic, Concordia, so many ships are there. And the cargo ships moving goods from one area to another area. How this is possible? Because of the technology. So there is a lot of improvement in technology. Second, development of information and communication technology. Very, very important, Anna. So you may be asked 5 mark question. What are the key factors that enabled globalization in India? So you need to highlight all these 6 points. Enough. All these 5 points are enough. 5 or 6 points are enough to get the good marks or to understand better. So first one is improvement in technology. You have to say, Nana, improvement in technology. Write down. You just note it down. Improvement in technology. The second, development of information communication technology. Then third, faster transportation. Faster transportation. So today, if you want to send one good from here to Delhi by buses or by any vehicle, it take almost 3 to 4 days. But through train, it is just 24 hours. Through aeroplane, it is just 3 hours. So there is a rapid, faster transportation. In Flipkart, in Amazon or Swiggy or something, other delivery apps, they are delivering food within 2 or 3 days. How it's possible? Because of the faster transportation. So there is an innovation in technology. It's happening because of the technology only. Then liberalization of trade. So I told you, Indian government relaxed the rules and regulation, and which facilitated the faster integration of Indian economy, the world economy, and foreign companies are coming to India, establishing their company, like Kia, one of the best example, Kia company. Before 5 years, there was no Kia company. Kia company established plant in Andhra Pradesh and some part of the India. And Apple company established their plant in, assembling plant in Chennai. So how these are possible? Because of this factor. Government is giving permission to them. And the liberation of trade and investment, foreign money is coming, and growth of multinational corporation, MNC. What is MNC now? There is a growth of multinational corporations. So Kia, Hyundai, then we have Tata's, then we have other companies like Toyota and BYD company recently entering into Indian market, BYD, Tesla company. Okay, then other companies are coming. Very few, big companies are establishing their plants in India. And we have BMW, they are selling cars in India, BMW, and we have Rolls Royce. Okay, all these Benz cars, all this, how it's possible? Before 1981, there was no Benz car, there was no Rolls Royce, there was no BMW, there was no BYD also. Because after 1991, the government of India has taken very stronger steps to launch a LPG reform, liberalization, privatization, globalization. And what are the factors which enabled globalization? Means these are the points you need to be highlighted in your examination. So next, growth of MNCs, then expansion of international trade. Now there is a growth of international trade. We are exporting and we are importing certain goods. And you might have heard that during the Iran, USA and Israel war. So there is a crisis of the gas, okay, which halted the gas production and petrol. There is a shortage of petrol. So see, small war is stopping the, getting the crude oil and CNG and gases and petroleum from the Iran and Middle East countries. So how it's possible? There is an expansion of international trade due to favorable conditions. Next. Yeah. Next, we are going to one by one. We are going to look at the one by one. Yeah. We are going to look at one by one. So what is the first factor? Factors enabling globalization, improvement in technology. What is that, Nana? Improvement in technology. Advances in technology have made production faster. Advances in technology made production faster and more efficient, and this is very less expensive. So because of this technology, there is more competition. Let us say, I will tell you, we are having so many hospitals like Medicover, Yashoda, Apollo, many hospitals. So they are adapting new technology for blood tests and all the surgery, robotics, etc., etc. So due to the more competition, So consumer, we are getting very less price. With the less price, we are getting treatment. So earlier heart surgery was around 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs. Today heart surgery can be done within 1 lakh only. So earlier dialysis was around, you need to be spend around 1 to 2 lakhs for dialysis. Today with a cheaper price, you are getting kidney dialysis. So what I am saying is that due to improvement in technology, so improvement in the production more faster, and I will tell you one more, Xerox machine. We have Xerox machine. So we are taking Xerox within the span of, within less time we are getting more Xerox copies. But earlier that was not the situation. So what I am saying is that due to technology, we are producing more goods, okay, instantly, and it's with less price and less time. Let's say, so example, modern machines and robotics and computers help the companies produce goods quickly and maintain the quality. Because of this, modern machines, we have big machines and robotics. Robots we are using in the manufacturing of cars and other products, and producing goods quickly, and maintaining high quality. So there is the precision without any defects. So we are producing goods and services. So this is very important, and so I will tell you. So see this modern machines, robotics and computers. Modern machines. So these are the big machines, which are engineering machines. Which are manufacturing bolts, nuts, and other very important components which are available. See how this they are integrated with the computer system, and so all are automation only. So we have 3D technology and all these things, 3D printing and everything. So modern machine increases the productivity and accuracy and efficiency in industries. Next, robotics used for precise and repetitive and dangerous tasks, improving quality and safety. See this how this robotics, modern machinery, how computer helping the designing, automation, data analysis, and better decision making. How is this possible? Because of the technology, improvement in technology. So improvement in technology, one of the enabling factor for the rapid integration of the globalization. So faster movement of the goods and services. So second factor. So development of information and communication technology. I told you. So the internet, today the world is integrated or interconnected through internet, and mobile phones, email and video conferencing have made communication across the countries fast and easy. Okay, and example, Indian IT companies such as TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and Infosys. Okay, Infosys company provides software services to clients worldwide through the internet. So information communication technology, internet, computer, mobile phones, video conferencing, Zoom app, WhatsApp, all this technology which enabled to India into a integrated with the world economy. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying well, and in coming live session next Sunday, I will complete the rest of the things, rest of the slides and rest of the topics. I will complete on next Sunday. So I hope you enjoyed. So what I am saying is that try to understand what is globalization and what was the economic crisis before 1991. What is the India situation? I told you what are the factors which led to the globalization, or what was the economic condition before 1991. BOP crisis, high inflation, physical deficit, slow economic growth, and there was a inflation. All these factors you need to understand. And second, what are the factors which enabled globalization? So improvement in technology, advancement of ICT, information communication technology, and all these things you need to be highlighted. So with this I am concluding today, and I hope you enjoyed very well. I hope you enjoyed very well. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Have a nice day.